On today's episode of Not Another Gaming Podcast, we have some absolutely fantastic announcements for you, so make sure that you stick around. Mike Wall, thank you so much for the follow. We have also got some crazy nonsense going on with Marvel's Avengers already. Madden 21, an insane amount of bugs. Huge pro CSGO scandals, brand new 30XX series cards being announced, and a whole lot more. So buckle up. Strap yourselves in. Make sure that everything is nice and secured. Keep your hands and feet inside the podcast at all times. Jesus, the subs and the follows are going off already, and I am distracted. Crack open a cold one and enjoy yet another Saturday night or Thursday night or Friday morning or wherever you're listening to us with your internet dads for episode 196 of Not Another Gaming Podcast. Yo, welcome back to Not Another Gaming Podcast. It's your boy, Papa Dom. It is episode 196 of the world's greatest podcast. Folks, when Al Gore invented the internet not too long ago, he thought to himself, what if we could talk about video games on some sort of audio vehicle that wasn't the radio? Maybe it was more creative than the radio. Unhinged, untethered. What if we had three guys who maybe they like to drink a little bit too much. Maybe they're friends in real life. Maybe they make fun of each other like crazy. Maybe they cry at night sometimes. What if they talked on the internet about video games? How could we possibly make this happen? And I'm so happy to report to you that today, as we sit in front of you for the past 196 weeks, we have realized your vision, Al. As your three internet dads, we are back 196 episodes strong, 196 episodes slim, 196 episodes sweaty. And we've got an incredibly special guest with us today. A soon-to-be... so I'm not sure if he's going to be a soon-to-be lead game developer. All of our guests are lead game developers at one point or another. So I'm sure, he's got a bright future ahead of him. He is the head of marketing and the head of esports over at Thrive Fantasy. Mr. Scott Pesic, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing well. How are you guys doing tonight?
Doing good, man.
Doing absolutely excellent. Just really quick, for the people that haven't heard of Thrive Fantasy before, we'll get into it in just a minute. What is Thrive Fantasy, and why would people that play video games care about it?
Yeah, so Thrive Fantasy is a daily fantasy sports and esports platform for player props. So traditionally, when it comes to fantasy sports, and especially on the daily side, you have all these crazy salary cap formats that you have to play around. You kind of get bottled into picking from, guys you've never heard of, never want to watch. But with our concept and the player props, it's a really cool, easy to pick up and engaging, way to play. So we give you a list for esports. So we cover CSGO, League of Legends, and Dota. We cover mostly all the major tournaments, all the major events, all the teams that you are, familiar with in those games, and, all the players that you want to watch and you're going to be watching when you're streaming along. So really cool. We give you a list of 10 player props, which are simple over-under player stats. So you're going to have over-under kills, deaths, assists, headshots, combinations of some of those. So it's really cool when you're watching along. It's a great secondary screen, as you can see all the stats live update while you're watching. So if you're a fan of esports, if you want to become a fan of esports, it's a great and easy way to get yourself, more engaged with the tournaments, more engaged with the streams, and you can also make money. So, can't beat that.
Everyone likes a little money, some video games, some money,
Absolutely. So I noticed that that you guys are leaning really heavily on esports. I mean, when you were talking about kill deaths and assists, I was like, this definitely can't be a traditional sport that we're talking about. So you mean to tell me that for somebody like me who maybe is not the world's most sharp or informed esports fan, I don't necessarily need to be right on the money with who's going to perform or who's going to do exactly what they're projected at. I just need to be kind of over or under those props, and I can still stay competitive.
Yeah, exactly. It's pretty easy to research. The props, the guys, you can all those stats are easily accessible. You don't have to run any crazy algorithms to figure those out. But yeah, all the props as well. Each over under has a fantasy point total associated with it. So the more points something's worth, the riskier it is as selection. So
Sure.
you kind of base, hand in hand over, what you think if he's going to go over or under, but you also have to weigh in the fact of, am I getting enough points out of this guy's prop that I want to select it? So it's a really cool, game concept to overall for anybody that really is interested in either the contest himself or the esports side.
Yeah, for sure. Awesome. And we'll dive more into Thrive Fantasy and why we have you on here, Scott, in just a minute. But first, let me just introduce my two beautiful co-hosts. First of all, the global director of social network operations for wickedgoodgaming.com, one of the best, I'd say 50% of the best shellcasters in the game aside from myself, the one-man social media conglomerate, the co-host who is tall and lanky and always up for a couple cold drankies. Chris P, what's good?
It's your motherfucking boy, baby. I'm doing good. Just another beautiful night being back on. Can someone fact check this, Bob? I feel like you might have it in front of you. The best podcast, best video game podcast on the internet.
Give me
Can you fact
1
check that?
second. Let me run the numbers. Hold on. All right.
Enhance.
Enhance. Let me grab my calculator real quick.
He's crunching the numbers.
All right.
Yeah, I think that's us.
All right, cool.
That's
I
it.
just want to
Okay.
make sure. I don't want to lie. I've never been a lie. I've been very honest my whole life. I just didn't want to lie. But with that being said,
definitely not scumbag Chris. That's for
definitely not. I've changed. I do this business motion with my hand now. That means I mean business. But it is confirmed. I am back another Thursday on the beautiful internet for the #1 video game podcast in the world. I'm pretty sure too. We'll run that after the show. But it's good to be back. It's your boy Chris P, the tallest and the lankiest.
Yes, and of course, a podcast host who needs no introduction because he's never afraid to describe his own accolades. 6,000 times champ of everything and current WGG champion of everything, as far as I'm aware. I don't know if anybody's knocked him off anything yet, as well as top 0.0001% on PUBG on console last time I checked. Retired on top. And top, you may recognize him from top 10 on the Gears of War 2 Wingman leaderboards, the man who will decline Brench two Chrysler Winstars and then predict an entire game's development cycle before it's on the fiscal calendar. Dr. Bob, how are you?
I'm doing great. I got verbally assaulted in chat screaming that I needed to finish my beer. So now I have to go get another one in a second. So thanks, guys. But yeah, I'm doing good. Had a real long day at work. Had to do some CE shit afterwards, but we're back, work's over. Now I'm gonna fucking slam a beer and I'm gonna talk about video games with my friends, and then we're gonna be talking about something else coming up.
Couple of
So
things.
also, big shout out to everybody who has donated subs today, all the people who resubbed today.
What is going on?
I mean, we've been live for like 12 fucking minutes at this point. So
Yeah, if you're listening to the live show, for the people who are listening to this in their commute on the way home, and it's just going bring, bring every 5 seconds, this is how much the community loves us. So just bear with us. Holy hell, we're at 277% with a level 5 hype train. So clearly, you guys like us, and thank you. This was a pretty long week, and this is great to see. So let's just dive right into it. Let's just give the people what they want and get right into a little weekend recap.
Damn, son, where'd you find this? We lit!
So Scott, since you're a first-time guest on the show, you are immediately a friend of the program. So congratulations on that. Immediately a friend of the program. So you have all of the rights and privileges presented forthwith. I don't know what forthwith means, but I feel like they say that. So you got all the rights and privileges of a friend of the program. So congratulations. And then basically the way we kick off every episode of the show is we just talk about how last weekend went. If you've been playing any video games, tell us about it. If you drank any beers, tell us about it. How'd your weekend go?
It was good. As I kind of mentioned before we jumped on here, kind of diving into the new PGA game. Playing a lot of online 2v2s against people, a little alternate shot, kind of go back and forth, play best ball with whoever your partner is. It's pretty exciting. That's pretty much the highlight of the weekend there, but everything else has been strictly business over here because we got NFL next week.
True.
Which is,
Yes.
the big one.
Yes.
The big one.
The big one. The big one.
My bank account is shaking in its boots right now. I miss gambling on actual real sports. It's been great.
Oh my god. Chris, how was your weekend, man?
My weekend was good. I had a very long last 2 weekends. So this weekend I was an adult. I was like, I'm gonna stay low key. I'm not really gonna go out. I'm not gonna drink too much. I already said this before, but if you get really drunk in your own house, it doesn't count. You don't get hungover for some reason. I think it's like the airflow in the house or something like that, or just knowing that you're at your own place. I probably took like 15 claws for a ride on my couch, and I met up with Bob for a nice hoon walk at like 2 a.m. It was great. Like, all right, so there's nothing better, right? Well, there are things better, but this was pretty good for that time. I was laying in bed, I was about to wrap it up. I was like, should I go out? And probably like 11:30, 12 o'clock running around. I'm like, you know what? I'm an adult now. I went food shopping this week, by the way, so I'm really an adult. So I'm laying in bed.
Wait, did you get a new fucking bottle of ketchup and some more mayonnaise?
First of all, I hate ketchup. Second of all, I did get a new thing of mustard because mine expired in April of 2019. And I just realized I haven't been using it, but it expired in 2019. I was sick to my stomach.
Chris had a bottle of margarita mix in his fridge that was older than the podcast, like 2 months ago.
I think it's still in there. If we're gonna keep it a bando, I think it's still in the fridge. But Bob gave me a ring at like 1 a.m. just about. He's like, hey, you wanna go on a nice little hoon walk? I'm like, yeah, for sure. I ran outside, cranked the hoon with Bob, went back in the house, brushed the teeth, went to bed. Woke up feeling like a fresh daisy the next day. As for what I've been playing, played a little Among Us this weekend with Bob and the WGG, the boys and gals of the community. That was really fun. Warzone, and I regret to say I downloaded Fortnite again, and I've never felt so stupid playing a game. My fingers just don't work. I don't get it. I don't understand. I'm playing with people, they're like building skyscrapers in 3 seconds, and I can't even move. I don't get it. The shocks now and fish. It's weird. But that was my weekend. That's what I've been playing. And I would love to hear what Bob, what'd you do this weekend? My friend Bob.
Before Bob goes, I just want to not let it be swept under the rug, but that at the very beginning of your thing, you did say, you were on the record as saying that there's nothing better than hanging out with Bob. So.
No, I backtracked that.
Bob, how was your weekend? Would you concur?
Look, I'm a rare sighting, okay? I'm an extroverted introvert, I don't want to leave my fucking house. But if I have to leave my house, yeah, I'd like to go fucking rip a hoon with one of my pals, If I have to do it, I will. I don't want to do it, though.
Only gripe I have is they were American Spirits. And those things last 3 hours to smoke one of them. Like my jaw was getting tired. It was not good. But continue.
Friday, I had to go to the lady's house to help pack.
Hey.
We literally got a box done, and that was it. And then we were like, "Fuck it, let's watch Lovecraft Country." So we caught up on that. That show, by the way, top notch. Watch it. Very good. Such a great show. Jordan Peele absolutely kills it I think he's a producer and a writer on it. What else I do? Crank the Hoon with Chris. And then Saturday, or was that Saturday?
That was
Saturday. Friday was the Among Us night. So we had big community night. Recorded everything. It's up on YouTube at youtube.com/WickedGaming. I trimmed out like 45 minutes of just us sitting in the lobby waiting. So if you want to take a look at that, it's at our YouTube. And if you want to join us, jump in the Discord where we do a community night basically like every Friday at this point. So
yeah. I mean, for the most part, yeah.
Yeah. So jump in and we'll get it popping.
All right. You got that.
Dom, how was your weekend, my friend Dom?
It was pretty good. I have assembled lots of furniture in the last couple weeks. As you guys know, myself and the wife moved into our first house, which has been super exciting. Got the brand new office here. It is not another gaming podcast purple, as you can see. So everything's lit. I've been going crazy with the smart home devices. So I've been trying to network everything together. I never really liked or got the whole smart home thing until I got them to start working, and then I realized that Google Home works with 9,000 different devices in my house already. And as soon as I downloaded the app and connected to the same Wi-Fi they were on, it was add this, add that, and then I could control them all from one from one app. So that's been just fucking unbelievable. So I can change the color of this light at will, which is kind of cool. So I feel like I'm at like Lowe's or Home Depot or Best Buy like every other day. We did order a new TV. It was tax-free weekend out here in the Great Commonwealth. So that was fantastic. And then all in all, I mean, I haven't had a whole lot of time to game because I've just been like assembling furniture, putting a house together, which is not surprisingly, a whole fuckload of work. But I have been playing a ton of Elder Scrolls Online. I started the Greymore expansion. So if you've played, Greymore is like Bethesda's invitation for people who have only played Skyrim to come back and play ESO. It has so many callbacks to the rest of the game. I think I talked about it last week as well. You have Western Skyrim was already in the game, and then you unlock Eastern Sky, or no, I'm sorry, it's the reverse. Western Skyrim is what you unlock with Greymore, which includes Solitude, which includes Hjalmarch, and a bunch of other like big cities from the game. It's like the more savage, kind of like wild half of Skyrim, where Eastern Skyrim is a lot of cities. And it has a lot of callbacks to the original campaign. Just super cool stuff. Like, it's all about vampires and like the undead and stuff like that. And it's just been a whole fuckload of fun. I'm pretty sure I talked about this last week too, but I have been playing it nonstop. And it's just like great to be back. It just feels like one big homecoming. Kind of like an HD remaster that you never knew you needed, but there's a whole new story that takes place in the same world. So really cool. It's on Game Pass too. So like if you have ESO on Game Pass, I think you still might have to pay for the expansion, but if you get the game for free, it's like, what does it fucking matter? So, but that is pretty much it. Couple beers, couple guys, hung out. Oh, it was my mom's birthday as well. Happy birthday, Mom. We had a bunch of beers at the house, had a cake, had some pizzas, had some Regina's pizza. That was unbelievable. Yeah, and that was good. So happy birthday, Mom. Thanks for feeding into my video game habit. Now I have a podcast. Look at me now. Look at me now, Mom. So no, my mom got it though. Like when we were kids, like I think we were like running around in our backyard with like backpacks on, like pretending to catch Pokemon. Me and my sister, and my dad was like, "What the fuck are they running around with backpacks on in the backyard?" And she's like, "They wear backpacks in the show. All right, that's where they keep the Pokeballs. Okay, they're catching Pokemon. They have potions in there." And I was like, "Ma, you fucking get it." So shout out to her. So let's get into the meat and potatoes of the episode, shall we? I feel like I'm getting dehydrated over here. So Scott is here joining us. Thrive Fantasy, brand new daily fantasy sports platform and esports platform. A lot of other apps are doing esports right now. I think I distinctly remember like winning $150 on an app accidentally by just randomly picking a bunch of CSGO teams and having them win, and I'm pretty sure I did that with one eye open. But beginner's luck. But Thrive is actually one of the only, if not the only, that I've heard of daily fantasy sports platform that actually has a pretty robust focus on esports specifically. Scott, could you talk a little bit about why Thrive decided that would be like a great angle, and what was the deciding factor really to be like, we really want to drive home esports as like a huge component to this app?
I think, when everybody hears the word daily fantasy, you think DraftKings and FanDuel. There's no secrets around that. And the market share that they've covered is just, pretty astronomical. So it's all about, kind of being dynamic and, seeing where you can really fit in. So our first differentiating factor is the player props. We're going against the traditional salary cap format that you'll see on a ton of other sites that try and copy along, DraftKings and FanDuel. But really, we just, we see that there's such a great community around esports. You see all these, Discord communities, all the threads on Reddit, things you don't tend to see as much for traditional sports. And we don't really see a platform that in the fantasy side of things that really, caters to them and really is, thinking about them. Some of the bigger sites, they made the pivot when all the coronavirus stuff happened, it was the only thing really running in town. But we're kind of in it for the long haul. We have, some great advisors that have rooted backgrounds in the esports space with some of the largest organizations. And it's just really something that we think that we can get to that community and really build a product that suits their needs, and just enhances their viewing experience at the end of the day. It's a great secondary screen, as I mentioned. If you're already streaming these on Twitch, YouTube, wherever you're getting it, it's a great way to have some skin in the game, adds to the level of excitement, and really grows some fandom for some of these teams.
Oh, 100%. As someone who gambles on esports now, I hate how I have to go about doing it. That's my big thing. Like, I used to call, we'll say my guy for now. I used to call the guy. I'd be like, hey, you taking action on CDL this weekend? He was like, I'm sorry, don't know what that is. Like, come on, the Call of Duty League. He's like, I'm not doing that. So I have to go on a wild goose chase to do it. But the way you guys are doing it, it's like, it's super fun. And like you said, it goes against the grain of what everyone's used to on daily fantasy when it comes to salary caps and stuff like that. But it's not your typical money line. It's not your typical spread. Like, you actually get to play into props, which I personally find the most fun doing. I don't know. I'm a big prop guy. I bet on the Gatorade every year at the Super Bowl. You should see me when they're singing the national anthem. I start it. I'm waiting because I have the number, a minute and 47 seconds, whatever it is. Demi Lovato fucked me one year, but I'm doing props. I'm all in on them. So props to what you guys are doing. And it's good to see people have a focus in esports, as people who have been doing this for 4 years now. Esports, they're getting there, but they're not getting the recognition that I feel like they deserve at this point in time. There's some people that just don't understand it. There's people that live in the past where it's like it's going against the traditional outlook. So it's cool what you guys are doing, and props to you guys over there for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
I totally agree. And as someone who I've played, more of the traditional video games my whole life growing up, all the Call of Duties, Fortnite, those kind of things. But to learn about, Legends and Counter-Strike more as we've been, working with these games, just so crazy to see these communities and, them selling out huge arenas with 100,000 people. It's, people think that, it's only traditional sports that have, esports communities. These fans are crazy.
Oh, they're nuts. There's rabid fan bases in esports too, which is what you want. You want diehard fans, especially if you're a pro in the esports scene. You don't want people to just treat it like just a video game, right? It's your livelihood, it's your career, you're a professional. So it's those communities and those fan bases are there. Oh, 100%.
Yeah, absolutely. Scott, for you, on one hand, is there a particular esport that you feel like you're most gravitated to, or that you feel like you're kind of paying the most attention to? I know the NFL is the big one coming up, but obviously the esports the esports game never stops, really. So, is there a particular league that you feel like is most like exciting or most kind of like real to you?
I've really enjoyed, getting to watch a lot of Counter-Strike, obviously because, the most similar to a lot of the games that I've played. To me, League of Legends and Dota are still pretty foreign. I've got most of the game concept down, but they're tough to watch if you haven't played them, I feel like. I really, I think Call of Duty has a huge opportunity. Obviously, they kind of almost cannibalize themselves with Warzone. It's kind of outshining some of the Call of Duty League. I actually really enjoy watching some of these streamers play in these kind of bot races on
they're the best.
The Warzone tournaments.
Love those.
They're pretty. They can get pretty exciting. I'm sure everybody's pretty much a Nick Merckx fan. But
love Nick.
Yeah, that's as close. You get some real engagement with those guys. And that kind of got me through a lot of the quarantine, was just watching those guys play all the time. It's, working from home every day. It's nice to have that on in the background. But
for sure.
Yeah, I think Warzone is huge.
Oh, giant.
This is perfect too, because we have arguably the biggest events in all three of these esports coming up right now, like the LCS and the LEC. are currently taking place in League of Legends right now. So I watch professional Counter-Strike every single day. I've been watching professional Counter-Strike every single day for maybe the last 3 years, and they just came back from player break. ESL Cologne just took place. Everything's online, so the typical teams that you would expect to be in the top 10, everything's getting thrown around. All the teams, 10 to 20 out, they're now competing with all the top 10 teams. Everything's getting shaken up. The major is happening in November, so like that's the single major that's taking place in 2020, and when normally there's 2 of them. It's going to be the biggest event for professional Counter-Strike this year, and it's 2 months away. So we got the LCS, we got the Rio Major coming up for Counter-Strike, and then Dota currently has the biggest prize pool for their championship to ever be collected. And it's, I don't know, 2020 is the year for pro esports, in my opinion. Like, this is the biggest year for specifically those 3 esports too. Like, Counter-Strike took a hit just because of the Rio Major having to be pushed back and them reducing it from 2 majors a year to 1 because of the coronavirus. But like outside of that, the lack of traditional sports has just brought so many more eyes to esports. So like now is the fucking time.
Absolutely.
Honestly.
Absolutely. I've had multiple friends tell me like that they don't understand the way a game works or something like that, but they started watching it just because they wanted something new to bet on or something new to watch. So, I mean, you have people out there that are exploring esports, they're exploring new tabletop games, they're exploring, new online games or whatever that they otherwise wouldn't, just because it's like nobody has anything fucking better to do. So, like, little do they know, like, as far like the gamers are the original bubble athletes, you know what I mean? Like, we've been training for this shit our whole lives. You can send me down, you send me down to Lake Buena Vista right now. I'll be right in my element. I'll probably put up 30, 13, and 3. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
I'm just saying. Come off the bench. You know what I mean? They call me the 6th man. So, we're gonna just cut right to it. So the reason that we have Scott on right now is a really big moment for us. It's a really big moment for Wicked Good Gaming, for Not Another Gaming Podcast, really just for everything. Is that we are very excited after a lot of talking with Thrive Fantasy that we are going to be partnering moving forward. Thrive Fantasy is going to be an official sponsor of Not Another Gaming Podcast. We have a ton in common. They appreciate esports. They want to make esports viewing better. Like Scott was saying, they want to have that, like, enhance the viewing experience for esports fans all across the U.S. and any user of Thrive Fantasy. We're going to be hearing us do ad reads live on the show moving forward. We are really, really excited to partner together. We're going to have regular blogs going up about picks for upcoming competitions so that we can make you some money directly on the Thrive Fantasy app. And we're going to kick things off the right way, because obviously, like, we're not going to come to you empty-handed. We're never going to say, hey, listen, everybody cheer for us because we got something going on and you can't enjoy it, because it's not about us. You already know that we want to make sure everybody can feel involved and we make sure that everybody can celebrate with us. So starting right now, right this second, if you download the Thrive Fantasy app and you sign up and you use the promo code WGG for Wicked Good Gaming, promo code WGG, with your first $25 deposit, you will get an additional $25 on top of that. So we're going to double your money. Us and Thrive Fantasy, Not Another Gaming Podcast and Thrive Fantasy, we don't want to see you guys just placing your initial, we don't want to see you just do $25 here. We want to double your money for you. So we're going to say, you know what? Why don't we just double it up? So your first $25 deposit, you are immediately going to get a $25 reward. Right on there, we are going to match your first deposit, Not Another Gaming Podcast and Thrive Fantasy. So sign up right now. You download the Thrive Fantasy app. Holy shit, Jess, with 25 gifted Tier 1 subs. Oh, my Lord. Download the Thrive Fantasy app right now. If you just got all those gifted subs, you got the scratch laying around now. Download the Thrive Fantasy app and use promo code WGG with your first $25 or more deposit, and you will immediately get $25 coming right at you to match you on that. Also, moving forward, really, really soon, more to come on this, but we are going to be doing an exclusive contest that is just for you guys. Anybody who's listening to Not Another Gaming Podcast right now, including a lottery system with probably the most incredible prizes that we have ever given out on the show. I mean, Bob or Chris, correct me if I'm wrong here, but this is the most exciting thing that I think we've ever given away.
Believe me, I would be happier than a pig in shit if I
mean,
got these.
I'm gonna go out on a limb. I mean, we can give a tiny little hint, right? Just a little one.
Well, I mean,
Just a tiny little one.
I'm okay with it. Drop a breadcrumb.
Tiny little one.
All right.
All right. So, Dom, I've seen what you can do with your graphic design work.
Yep.
You impress me every single day with it. You show up to work, and you're just like, you know what? I gotta put a smile on these boys' faces today. Here, what do you guys think? And we're like, damn, you fucking outdid yourself again. Good shit. So, just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. That could come into play. I think you outdid yourself for whatever we're good, whatever's coming up in the future.
Let's just say it's comfortable. Let's just say it's not from the same website. This is exclusive.
All right, these are too big of hints. You're going too deep.
Okay, all right. Okay. Let's just say you're going to be able to wear what the pros wear for real. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. And that is what we got. So download the Thrive Fantasy app right now. I'm going to create a command in the chat as well, but it's thrivefantasy.com if you want more details right now. Thrive Fantasy is available on the App Store and on Google Play. So Apple, Google users, whatever you got. Download Thrive Fantasy. It's available on any mobile device. So if you want to get started, make sure you go do that right now. You can bet on MLB, NBA, NFL, PGA, USL, CSGO, League of Legends, and Dota. You make your lineup, you pick out 10 of your total 20 player options, and you rack up points basically for just picking the correct side. So it's super easy to use. It has an incredible focus on esports, and we are so happy and so proud to be aligning with Thrive Fantasy on this. So yeah, I'll clap. I'll clap for us. Scott, did I miss anything? Did I hype you guys up enough, or was there anything else that you feel like we need to add in?
I think you nailed it. Only other thing I would add, we have thrivefantasy.com as well. So anybody who I know some people are a little weary about downloading apps right away. So we got thrivefantasy.com, which is actually we've got some cool things going on there. Pages and in the works there, so look out for that. Looking a lot better, but yeah, we got a lot of other cool initiatives, especially and it's really something that stuck out with seeing you guys and listening to some of your shows, and we've got a Discord bot that we're working on right now, so it would be able to sit on the server and kind of it feeds a player prop one at a time, and everybody can respond over under. And we could do some more exclusive kind of giveaways through that. We're working on a Twitch extension as well. So really, like I said, we're in it for the long haul here when it comes to esports. We want to do it the right way.
Absolutely.
And really do right by everybody in the community.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. And listen, for those of you who are really competitive, like maybe you're not the best at video games, right? Like maybe let's say you're me. I don't know. Maybe you're just like not the most competitive guy. I am. I would be a globally ranked NBA Jam player, but other than that, not great at video games competitively. But I'll tell you what I am pretty good at is being lucky sometimes when gambling. So if you want to beat us in something, maybe you beat Bert. I don't know. Maybe we do a beat Bert challenge. You beat his picks.
Man,
I don't know. I don't know.
It?
Maybe we do a beat Bert challenge. Listen,
man.
I'm just saying. I am just saying, if we're taking this all the way, Thrive Fantasy, we both have a lot, that we want to accomplish, both Thrive and Wicked Good Gaming. So we're really excited to be partnering both kind of like, in this stage, granted, like we haven't gotten a ton of like super cool investors like, Thrive has, and like we haven't sponsored any podcasts yet, but we will soon. We're going to be the first podcast to sponsor a podcast. But we're just really happy to be together and to be kind of coming at this and helping each other grow. Thrive, unlike your other major daily fantasy apps, like you already know right off the rip that they give a shit about esports and that they really want to do it right and they really want to enhance the viewing experience, and that's what it's all about, folks. So again, free $25 straight to you on your first $25 or more deposit, but you need to use promo code WGG. That's promo code WGG right at the sign-up screen. $25 right on top of your first $25 deposit. We want you to thrive. You know what I mean? There you go. You see how I use the name in there? I'm already, listen, you know the vibes. So I like free money as well. Jess was like, I like free money. What about you? What do you guys like? You guys like free money?
I like free money. Yeah, for
You
sure.
like free money?
You know, I'm typically an impartial party, but yeah, you know, I like it. I'm not gonna say no.
Scott, you like free money? What do you think? Oh, I think you're muted.
I think you're muted.
Scott, you're muted.
He loves free money.
Yeah, I can read his lips. He said he loves free money.
But yeah, so free 99. They got the Discord bot is coming real soon. We want to see everybody thrive here. We want to see you guys kill it. We got NFL right around the corner. Tons of exciting esports competition is happening. We're going to do regular blogs on picks. We're going to have exclusive contests on there. And we're so excited to be partners with Thrive Fantasy. So thank you to Scott and thank you to Adam, the CEO of Thrive Fantasy, you know, for considering us, giving us a chance and keeping us in the loop. And just be on the lookout. I know you guys love the ad reads that we do, so you know we're gonna keep that rolling. So I'm creating my account right now, by the way, and it's just literally 4 windows. It's username, email, password, and promo code. And promo code right there, WGG. It's basically 25% of your sign up process. Super easy. Super easy.
Speaking of 25, Don, see how it just works perfectly? 25%, $25. I mean,
listen, 25. That's my new favorite number. But Scott, I know that. Oh wait, now that I can hear your microphone, can you just clarify whether or not you like free money?
Do like free money.
Okay,
all right, cool.
Right.
That's what we thought. That's what we thought.
So, Scott, I know that you have to run. I know that we're gonna have the next couple segments. We're gonna be doing it, just the 3 of us. But thank you so much for jumping on. We're really excited to be partnering with Thrive Fantasy. Any other parting words of wisdom or encouragement?
Yeah, no, I think you guys did a great job with the intro there. I will say, if anybody misses the promo codes, happens, simply reach out to us. We're at Thrive Fantasy on all social. We're pretty active there, so you can get us there and have that figured out. So no worries there. We'll make sure that you get your promo there.
Awesome. All right, Scott. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. We'll see you soon, and thanks again for coming on.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me.
Cheers, Scott.
All right.
And now there was 3.
And then there were 3. Hey guys, how are you?
Doing good.
So let me just move everybody's names around real quick.
I gotta turn my AC to me because I'm starting to fucking sweat, boys.
Oh yeah, I'm sweating seeds over here. Let me just move this around so we give everybody their space, you know. All right, there we go. See, Scott is so on brand that he was having technical difficulties right like in the middle of the podcast. That's how devoted he is. That's how devoted he is to being a part of the brand. We said, Scott, just you know, we don't want to make, like, we're going to make WGG, you know, as much Thrive Fantasy as possible, but we also want to make Thrive Fantasy more WGG, and that's why he had technical difficulties. So, you know.
Facts. Hold on. Before we go, I'd be remiss to not bring this up. I'm not going to say the exact numbers because I obviously can't read them all. Brad, thank you for subbing. Aurora, thank you for subbing. Squanto, thanks for gifting the subs. Gaming for All, thank you for gifting the subs. Wolf, thank you for gifting subs. Wow, holy shit. Bubba, thank you for resubbing. JB, thank you for gifting. Squanto, thank you for the bits. Jess, thank you for the bits. Lorenzo, thank you for subbing. This is nuts. Jack, thank you for subbing. JB, thanks for the more gifted. Wolf, thanks for the more gifted. And Jess, thanks for that fucking 25 bomb. Which
25 from Jess, 13 from Wolf, 10 from JB, 5 from Red Squanto, 5 Gaming for All, and then a pair each from Aurora, Nora, and Jay Hit. So thank you guys so much for all the gifted subs. This is a really exciting episode for us. This is really, really groundbreaking and game-changing for Wicked Good Gaming and for Not Another Gaming Podcast. And honest to God, like, this wouldn't mean jack shit if we didn't have you guys. So thank you guys so much for just being here. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think we would ever say, hey, sign up for this or buy this, if we didn't think it was really going to mean something, or if we couldn't get something out of it for you. If we weren't going to have like the additional $25, I wouldn't even just say, hey, use my referral link or use WGG or whatever. We barely make a dime on the shirts. We really just want you guys to enjoy them, and share, your love for the show with other folks, because we really think that they would enjoy it. And if we didn't think that we had a lot in common with Thrive Fantasy, we wouldn't be partnering up with them. So I'm really excited about it. I know that I can speak for all three of us when I say that this is just absolutely huge for us, and I'm just really just over the moon excited. But I also just want to thank everybody in here and everybody listening to us on the pre-recorded version for all your support, because without you guys, this wouldn't be happening, and even if it was still happening, it wouldn't mean nearly as much. So thank you guys. True.
Craziest part about this is Thrive, brand new company, getting their fucking feet in at the ground level. They wanted us on board, and the craziest part about this is they're going to become the #1 fucking fantasy esports and traditional sports app on the market.
Bang.
Just like we're going to be, and already are, and will continue to be, the #1 gaming podcast on the internet. So,
best there is, best there was, best there ever will be. That's it.
Right. And like Dom said too, like, we wouldn't have, this is just me speaking to everyone listening to this right now, we wouldn't do this if it was only benefiting us. I know I sound like I'm like just replaying Dom's record, but we really wouldn't. I mean, over the past, we've had opportunities to kind of partner up with people and get these affiliate codes and stuff like that, and it never really felt right to us. That's our thing. Like, this is our baby. This is like a community of people that we genuinely appreciate so much. So we wouldn't do anything scummy. I know, scumbag Chris, haha, funny you saying that, but it's for real. Like, I think I could speak for all three of us when we say that. If it would be kind of like fucking anyone over only one way, we wouldn't do it. Or if we didn't see that it was a perfect fit, we would not do it. So it's a big day for us. It feels good. Feels good for sure.
100%.
Just wait till the next sponsor is some fucking knockoff G Fuel coming knocking at our door.
Yeah, right.
I'm making it in my kitchen.
Yeah.
7th fucking time. Hey, what's up? You want to try this brand new gaming fuel energy?
You gotta you have to go on fucking, you gotta like cook it on your stovetop with baking soda and it's just I mean, we could have probably went out of our way a million times and got the same sponsor that everybody else has. Use our promo code and buy the thing because it's gonna help the show. But like, we think this is fun, and like, this is something that we can do with you guys. This is a contest that we can participate in with you. We can lose money together. We can make money together. And as far as I'm concerned, like, for everybody in the show right now, you know what I mean? Like, this is why we do like the weekly game nights or community nights and shit like that. Cause we like hanging out with you guys. Like, we want to be able to do this with you. You know what I mean? My favorite games are co-op games. I like being, with people. I like, then this is one big co-op game for me. You know what I mean? I already got, the two best co-op partners I could ask for, and we have an incredible community that can take us the rest of the way. So, you guys mean a lot, and just thank you again for everything. We really appreciate it.
All I gotta say is, everyone listening that's been here with us the whole time, make sure you go clothes shopping soon. Like, go buy some fresh shirts, because I heard it's fucking beautiful on the moon.
Absolutely. You know what I mean? I don't know what the weather looks like up there, so you might as well just get everything. Get some long sleeves, some short sleeves, whatever it is that you need to do. But again, thank you so much. So I mean, we're basically, we've got a little bit more time here. We might as well. JB, we're having an emotional podcast tonight. Yeah, listen. We get to celebrate each other. It's important to give each other your flowers while you're here. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't do that nearly enough. So, we really do appreciate you guys, and it's just one of those things. So, in any case, I did just see Wolf throw in the chat. I'm so hard for the RTX 3090. I know that we did have some other announcements this week. I guess we can talk about a couple other topics if you guys are up for it.
Yeah, for sure.
Can you guys, you two big PC guys, give us the rundown on what's going on with these new chips these new GPUs and
chips.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like the small soldiers, right? When they put the chips in them and they start shooting, and is that what it is?
Yeah, precisely. Yeah, I'll let Bob take it because I obviously he thinks I fucked up, so I'll let him take it.
What do you mean? Oh well, I don't think. Look, I get the senses. I feel the things in the atmosphere, and I understand. I can sense what's coming. I told you guys this for months. I said, look, if you plan on upgrading a PC, give it a little bit. The 30XX series for NVIDIA cards are coming out. They're going to be announced soon. Just, you're good. You're good. Just take a deep breath. And Chris was like, fuck you, Bob. You've only been right 100% of the time. I don't want to listen to you.
Has nothing to do with that. I don't talk about the fucking cards first, please.
Sure.
What are the cards? What are the chips, as Dom would say?
So the kids don't call them chips anymore?
No, they don't.
Oh, okay.
No, these are fucking gigantic pieces of metal that literally fuel your computer.
All right, I'm noting this now.
So, as I've stated previously on previous episodes of the podcast, the formerly rumored 30XX series for the GeForce NVIDIA cards have just been announced, starting at the RTX 3070, the 3080, and the newly created 3090. We got some crazy fucking prices. I'm not going to lie. I was taken aback by the 3090 and the 3080 prices. I expected them to be slightly higher. The 3070 price, I was basically on point with. So starting off, the 3070 is going to be $500, $499. The 3080 is $699 or $700, and the 3090 is $1,500. Now, if you compare those to what we currently have, the current generation of console of graphics cards, it blows everything out of the water. So when the 2080 and the 2080 Ti dropped, everything was like $800 fucking dollars plus. It was so hard to get a hold of anything because the crypto boom was going. People were buying every card imaginable. That's why the 1600 series got implemented, because there was such a crisis going on. But now the new generation of consoles were like, guess what? This is going to be the most powerful way to play video games. And then Nvidia said, what the fuck are you talking? Are you out of your fucking mind? You're crazy. You don't know what you're talking about. Look at this. Here's a 3090 for $1,500. It'll power your house if you wanted to.
Good.
Like, it's absolutely insane. So now we have essentially an obsolete 20 series of cards that are just being completely pushed out of the way by the 30 series cards. And this might be the best time to upgrade a PC right now. If I told Dom this, and I said, hey, give it a couple of months, wait for these 30 cards to come out and see. Like, you don't have to buy a 3080 for $700. Granted, that's a fucking incredible price for the power that you're going to get with it. But if you wait a couple of months and you get like and you can find a 2080 Ti for like $300, $250, boom, sold. You have the greatest last gen card that can arguably get close to the 3070 series. But I mean, $700 for a 3080 is insane. And I'm also saying probably wait until the Super and the Ti cards come out, because they'll be a couple $100 more, but they'll be more optimized at that point. So I called this a couple of months ago. I said, it's coming. Prep yourselves. I wasn't ready for the 3090 and the 3080 prices. The 3070, I was pretty close to. I was on point with. And this is huge. This is a huge thing right now.
It's a great price, right? And I just got a new PC less than a month ago, right? And yes, the price is phenomenal on it, but this is coming from someone who pushed a fucking 1060 to the limit, playing everything I wanted, and I never had a problem. All this time, I thought it was my graphics card acting like a fool, but it was my internet. I went to Comcast. They said the thing's 20 years old. I should have never had it. They said they should have never put it in your house. It was my internet the whole time. I didn't even need a new PC, but I got one. I believe I have the 1660 Ti or something like that, and it plays everything I needed to. Everything come out that I'm planning on playing, it'll run it. I'm the type of person, I run everything on low as it is. I don't give a fuck seeing like individual leaves on trees. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. I go for performance. I'm going to put everything on low regardless of what game I'm playing. Doesn't matter. As for like actually getting into building a PC now, nudge, nudge, Dom, I think now more than ever is the time to do it, because anyone that knows anything about PCs, That's where majority of your spending is going, graphics card, processor. But with that entry level of, what was it, $499 or $599, Bob?
I think it was $499.
For which one? The 3070
The
is 499, or sorry, let me pull it back up. I'm pretty sure it's $499.
Yeah, I think it is $499 and $599, and then it was like $899.
$14.99. The 3090 is the 3090 is the biggest jump in power in any card currently.
Jesus.
Yeah, and
Like,
I don't need that.
That is
What do you?
that's
What?
the fucking peak.
Yeah, like who needs that? Like who is that card for?
Fucking Bitcoin miners.
No, you don't need that. Fucking absolutely not. So the 2080 Ti was 500, and the 3070 is currently 500. So there's no reason to get a 20 series card right now. Literally.
All right, so you're telling me get one of those $499 cards.
You could, yeah.
Spend like $1,000, get myself a nice PC. I feel like I could spend $1,000 and get a PC that's gonna last me 6 years.
I think you could. I spent $1,200.
I'm like, what, 3 years into my PC at this point, and I've been contemplating upgrading, and if I do, like, it's gonna be I'll upgrade next year, and it's gonna be, I'll probably get a 3080.
Maddie was like, 3090 is for the Crisis remaster to be able to run at 30 frames per second.
Yeah, not even a steady 30 frames per
I
second.
understand that reference because that's my only benchmark for PC statistics. I'm like, I don't know, am I gonna be able to run Crisis on Ultra for this? Because I don't know. Because other than that, keep it.
It still might stutter on the 3090.
Dude, my house is gonna be fucking 110 degrees if I ever try to run Crisis.
You're gonna have to put your whole computer in an ice bath. Put it in like a big plastic bag. Put it in like a little kiddie pool filled with ice.
No, you're crazy. No. Because here's what happens: you see these super powerful cards, you're gonna see huge upgrades in cooling systems. You'll see it. You're gonna get fans. You're gonna get liquid cooling. Everything's gonna upgrade.
I'm just gonna put ice cubes on the top of my computer, right on top of the fan.
Put a Sonic the Hedgehog action figure on top of it, and then it actually should be faster. That statistically is all I know about.
That's not.
What if you put some G Fuel in your computer?
Then
you could.
You kill it. Then you ruin all of it.
You ruin the G Fuel, or you ruin the computer?
I think it'll take. All right, so hear me out. If you sprinkled some G Fuel on the fans, and then you let the thing run, it's blown into the air. Granted, your eyes are gonna water and shit through the day, but you'll be awake the whole day if you're in your room. Just keep blowing it in the air. You just have to hold one. Yeah. You have to hold one nostril in your room and just go. You'll wake the fuck up.
I mean, yeah, you could always do that. Did you guys see like the liquid nitrogen cooled PC that could run Doom at like 1,000 frames per second or something like that?
My PC runs on gasoline.
I'm gonna have a little generator like when you're building a base in Fallout 4, and you have the little fucking gas generator that you have to like string pull to kickstart it. That's gonna be my PC with what it runs on. I'll be running WoW at 15 frames per second like the old days.
You know what's crazy, Dom? You should get a PC. That's fucking nuts. I know it's crazy to think of, Dom, right? You have a gaming podcast, gaming website, all that good stuff. Something tells me that you should get a PC. I don't know. I'm just taking a shot in the dark. I feel like it might be time for a PC. Yeah.
Okay, maybe. Yeah, I want to get a G Fuel like air diffuser.
I'll be sick. I'll try to put something in mind tonight, see if it works. I'll report
Wait, who
back.
the fuck made the Nightbot thing? How did you guys do that? Did somebody else do
Brad
that?
Brad
did. Did he? Brad can do that?
Brad fucking came out the cut, and he was like, "Guess what? I'll take care of it for you."
How did he do that? Yeah, let's build Dom a PC. Yeah, go use the promo codes so that Dom can get a PC. Go use the promo codes and I'll get one. That's instead of making me a GoFundMe, just go sign up on thrivefantasy.com and use promo code WGG.
Best mod NA.
Wow, that's fucking unreal, dude. You're a sicko, huh? Wow. Whatever the opposite of banning is, just promote. We're just random goons to you. Yeah, you guys are all fucking goons. I love you, though. You're not random. Yeah, I love you. You're my favorite goons. All right. We have a couple voicemails, so I want to make sure we can get to those. Any other last thoughts on these brand new chips, as the kids call them, before we move along?
I have no final thoughts on the chips, Dom.
Okay, cool.
I will more than likely be upgrading
your chip
2021.
Let me upgrade you.
Ooh, Beyonce now?
That was good, right?
Oh, yeah, I like that. All right, let's do some voicemails.
Need advice? Pick up that phone and talk to a dad.
Did you hear that?
No, was it you?
I don't know. It sounded like someone moaned. He was fucking weird.
Yeah, it's almost like we can see the green around your microphone light up when you talk.
What? Yeah, you hear that?
No, it's just, yeah.
Why is my Alexa talking? Right? Shut up.
It's like you have a toddler in the house. Make sure you don't get the OREOS out of the cabinet.
Don't say WALK in front of the DOG.
My ALEXA is acting up. Oh my god. Okay. Well, listen, folks, if you didn't already know what time it is time for voicemails. That's right. What was that? Voicemails on a gaming podcast? You got that right, folks. We want you to give us a call and leave us a voicemail just so we can listen to it live on the show and respond just as long as it doesn't get us TOS. It can be a question, it could be a topic suggestion, it could be relationship advice, it could be a compliment, a roast, whatever you want. So give us a call, 617-701-7678. That is 617-701-7678. That is the WGG Internet Dad Sauce Line. We are here. Leave us a call, leave us a voicemail, and we'll respond live on the show, just like these folks. Here we go. First caller. What do you got?
Hey boys, Coleman here. Been a while since I called. Just wanted to say, great work on the podcast lately. Dom, congrats on the house. I know that's a big milestone in life. Bob, keep sharing those songs on Instagram. You got great taste in music, my man. Chris, I know that e-girl is out there waiting on you. She's out there. Develop the app. All right, boys, have a good week. Got a quick question for you. Now that fall is coming around the corner, how many flannels do you own?
Great question. Okay, first of all, great question. Second of all,
I love
always love the energy.
I love him.
It's always so upbeat.
This made me feel so good. My day was already great, and now it's even better. Coleman, thank you for the call, man. We love when you call in. I don't own enough flannels. That's the answer. I actually haven't bought a whole new bunch of flannels in a while. I actually just got rid of a bunch when I moved, some really old ones. I could probably count on one hand how many flannels I have. I have a lot of plaid shirts, but flannels, I only probably have. I'm down to 3 or 4. I'm due to go shopping.
I own 0, and it's not because I don't want them. Let me hear you. I've never really been a fan of them on me. I am built like a fucking telephone pole, so sometimes you can't find the ones that fit right. I raise my fucking arms and it comes up to my tits. It's not a good look. But I've made the executive decision as of this Sunday when I was walking through Target buying fall candles. I am declaring it right now. I'm going to become a flannel guy. I'm going to buy them this year. I'm going to find the ones that fit right. And I'm just going to be a full-blown flannel guy. I'm going to go apple picking alone in a flannel. I'm going to sit by my pumpkin-scented candle alone in a flannel. I'm going to eat apple cider donuts alone in a flannel. I'm going to watch Halloween Town 5 times in a row alone in a flannel. But you know what that all has in common? Me in a flannel. This year's my year, baby.
Oh, it's the year of the flannel. Bob?
You know what else it all has in common?
I'm alone.
So yeah, Pete said Bob has at least 18 flannels. I do own probably 8 flannels, and this is a true statement. I know I can tend to over exaggerate at times, right? We all agree.
Yeah, yes, 100%.
Just a little bit, but just a little. I go a little bit above and beyond, just like I do in everything in life. I go above and beyond, plus ultra all the time. But when I was in college, I would always wear a flannel when I went out. So people started calling me Flannel Rob. And then I shit you not, I swear to God, ask Mikey. People started calling me Flannel Rob. So I leaned fully into it. I'm not gonna lie. It was a good way where if I went to a fucking house party in college and they're like, "Oh shit, it's Flannel Rob. Who's that guy wearing a flannel? Oh, that's Flannel Rob." And I was just, it's me, guys. It's fucking Flannel Rob. And I'm not gonna lie, I hooked up with at least 3 women because of it.
Oh,
wow. Well, it's because you stole their fucking tablecloths when they were trying to have a picnic with their family.
You snip away and it's like, oh, what's up? I'm looking good right now.
Bob spray paints pool covers and wears them as flannels.
All right, next voicemail.
All right, Flannel Rob has spoken. We're gonna get to the next.
Flannel Rob, you fucking moron, Flannel Rob.
Yo, WGG, it's C.209 with coming in with the hottest take of the week. Hot take coming in. Alert, alert. SF Shock will win the whole Overwatch League. I'm calling it from right now. Timestamp it. Let's go. I'm on team Bob is King. I'm in the Chris P. Snakes fan club. Also part of the Uncle Dom Dominator supporters group. WGG, let's go! Peace.
Oh, almost had me in the first half, not going to lie.
Wow.
Hey, I'm fired
energy.
up right now. My blood pressure is on 6,000 right now.
Big energy tonight.
Wow.
Big flannel energy.
Wow.
Big
It's like you guys knew that we had something good going on, and now you're just like trying to hype us up in these voicemails, and I might just go cry after this.
I know for a fact there's going to be one sprinkled in somewhere that just says "fuck Bob." I know it.
Oh, there has to be. I mean, I may not have called and done that, but I don't think I did.
I don't know.
So I don't follow Overwatch League that much.
I don't either. Not anymore.
He said the Shock, right?
Yeah.
San Francisco. Yeah.
Okay, so he actually tagged me on something on Twitter yesterday, I believe it was, where Moth, I guess he's on the team. I thought it was a bug. Moth said that he didn't want to be on the team anymore, so there might be some bad vibes going on in that locker room. But as far as I'm concerned, Overwatch is a dead game. I understand it's people's livelihood. I liked Overwatch for a short period of time. But as for that being a hot take, it might be, because it sounds like right now they're not as cohesive as they really should be, considering one of their players wants to be off the team, saying that he cannot stand anyone on the team. I believe that's what the tweet said, but I don't know. I don't follow Overwatch League that much, so I can't really chime in on it too much.
Yeah, I also am not like super privy to like what's going on in Overwatch League right now. Usually I like to root for any and all Boston teams, but if C-Dog says the SF Shock is going to win, then they're going to fucking win. That ain't no guess. That's what it's going to be.
It's what it's going to be.
It's what it's going to be. So, Bob, I mean, you look into your crystal ball and just make sure that that's...
Crystal Bob.
Wow. How did we not come up with that before?
I don't know.
Crystal Bob.
That
sounds like you got like Flannel Bob, but then Crystal Bob sounds like he's on like crystal meth or something, and it's just like,
yeah. Oh, who's this guy at the fucking intersection? Oh, it's just Crystal Bob.
Yeah, who's the guy with like the fucking pegs for teeth? Like, oh, that's Crystal Bob.
Who's the guy eating sweet and low packets at Dunkin' Donuts? Oh, it's just Crystal Bob. Don't worry about him.
All right. Like I was trying to say, I'm so far out of the fucking Overwatch scene at this point. I genuinely couldn't tell you, but I hope. Hey, I'm gonna say I hope. For C-Dog, I hope it's San Francisco. I'll say it. I hope it.
For C-Dog. Do it for C-Dog.
Eating sweet and low packets. Oh my god. All right. Okay. Next caller.
What up, Chris, Dom, and Bob? It's Juju. The West Coast WGG crew linked up. We're all going to come say hi on the phone.
It's Red Squanto. Julian's imaginary girlfriend.
And JB Genesis. This week, our question for you guys is, if you could hang out with anybody right now, if you could have a fat hangout session, who would you invite? Who would you be with? What would we be drinking? Let us know what's up, guys. Thanks for the podcast. Hope you have a good one. Much love. Peace.
First off, that's the best looking group I've ever heard in my life.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, that group just exudes sex appeal.
Yeah.
And I'm very jealous. If I could pick anyone to hang out with right now, it would be that group over there. It would be them or Jennifer Aniston. But I guess for the sake of the story, I'm going to go hang out with the West Coast crew. I've never been to the West Coast before. I'm scared of planes. But I will make an exception with the help of drugs and alcohol.
Hold on. What scares you about planes? As being someone who got hammered on a plane with you, what's so frightening?
I was like piss drunk, so I was booling. I was booling when I was on that one. But I don't like the idea of being that high up in the air and I don't have any control. It freaks me out. I don't like not having control of what's going on. And I'm big as shit, so I'm always uncomfortable. Everyone's like, oh, just take a nap.
I can agree with that.
I tried to take a nap.
Yep.
I can't do it. You know, like I was on a plane before. I was like, here, like take this. You'll fucking knock out. I'm just high as a kite, not comfortable at all. Just sitting there fucking looking out into the open. It wasn't fun. But I'd make an exception. For sure.
Bob?
So, of course, outside of spending some quality time on the West Coast, I want Bill Murray to adopt me. Okay? That's it. I said it. I want Bill Murray to have dinner with me, and I want him to sit there and pull out the adoption papers, and I want him to say, look, I know you're 27, but I want you to be a part of my life. And that's what I want in life. On top of that, I also want to spend time with Brendan Fraser because he's an incredible person.
He's a good guy. Real good guy. What if Bill Murray told you, he said, the only way I'll adopt you is if you make out with me right now. Would you make out with him?
Yeah, I think so.
Like make out, like push him against the wall, grab ass type shit.
Yeah.
He's kind of like old, though. You never know. He might like get hurt,
Yeah, I can't be too physical.
He's experienced, though,
That's true. Yeah,
Probably.
he's probably seen it all, done it all. Yeah, I mean, all I really want, because I think about it all the time, is just one, give me another day or night, at the brewery, with the whole WGG crew. One of my favorite nights in recent memory. It was just super cool to see everybody, and it was just just great. So get everybody together, East Coast, West Coast. It's absolutely excellent to see the whole West Coast faction hanging out there and showing each other love, and it's just kind of crazy to see all the folks that are in our community kind of doing their own thing, and that's just fucking incredible. If I could hang out with one person outside of that, let's see. I would really want to hang out with whoever. I don't know. I mean, if we went back in the day and whoever the first guy it was to invent pizza. I feel get back there, or the first guy to invent General Gao's chicken. I like the crab rangoon.
Yeah.
If I could be in that kitchen.
Don't you just mean General Gao?
Yeah, if it could be if I could hang out with General
Gao. Chicken, Bob calls it.
Yeah.
Brad calls it General Chicken.
Yeah, General Chicken. Yeah, I mean, any of those guys, I'd love to just be in that kitchen for that culinary discovery. I feel that would be unbelievable. Otherwise, I feel me and Jay-Z would be friends if we were in the same room. I don't know if you spend any time on Twitter, you might have seen the would you take $4 billion or dinner with Jay-Z once? Yeah, I'll have dinner with Jay-Z for $200, Alex. And all the secrets that you learn from him about being wealthy and being in the Illuminati. Yeah, that's it. So that's all I got. I feel I should have had a better answer for that, but we have all the cool people that we need right here. So. Yeah.
That would be Post Malone, by the way. I'll sprinkle that in too. I like Post Malone.
Yeah, then
real cool dude.
Smell like fucking cat litter.
Well, I would smell like cigarettes and beer. What's the difference?
Oh yeah, you're right. All right, last voicemail of the evening. Here we go.
Hey, what's up, boys? It's your degenerate Tiggy here, and I just want to say hello, head chef Papa Tom. We got Cocktail Chris whipping us up something nice, and I'm gonna have to cut this. I'm cutting this. I'm just kidding. We're not cutting. Bob, sorry. I kind of lost my train of thought. I'm staring at my first place championship roller hockey trophy. Something, the Silver Surfer like you wouldn't know anything about. But hey, got a little hypothetical, I guess. What would be, I guess not really hypothetical, what's your favorite movie/TV show based on the concept of video games or based kind of solely in virtual reality? Just let me know your thoughts. Also, apologize, non-apology for that bad intro. Anyway, guys, keep doing what you're doing. Love it.
Always high energy at every single second.
I love when he was going to say you. He started bursting out laughing for some reason. A movie or a TV show based off video games?
I can't believe we haven't covered this before.
Oh, I mean, I could tell you right now.
What would it be?
Dude, fucking, if you just... Let's jump in the time machine real quick, right? We're going to roll it back to the late 1990s, early 2000s. Yeah? You guys there with me?
Yep. Yeah,
I'm here.
Okay,
Just-
I'm here.
And we're back, right? We're back.
Okay.
We got Code Lyoko and Reboot on TV right now. We're good. We're good. Those are the fucking old school, like Reboot was like CGI, and it was revolutionary for the time.
Yeah, like the worst CG.
Oh yeah.
Ever. You go back and look at it now.
Revolutionary for the time.
At the time, yeah.
Looks like shit today, but that and Code Lyoko were like, oh man, it's so fucking.
Code Lyoko, mad underrated, by the way.
Super underrated. I've been contemplating rewatching it at some point, but we'll see. Sword Art Online, the first season was actually really good too, and then everything else after that wasn't that great. But yeah, those are the video game shows that I watched growing up.
All right. Chris, what do you got?
I'm having a tough time thinking about anything. Let me preface it. I'm having a tough time thinking of anything video game related that I've like movies based off of that I've watched.
They haven't made a bully movie, so Chris is fucking sweating bullets right now. Like,
well, I thought it was a movie or a TV show where video games were like the main focus of it, like actually playing video game. Am I hearing that right? Am I understanding that right?
Code Lyoko is essentially them going into a video game world. Reboot is just a video game world.
Yeah, so we gave you both.
Resident Evil, the movie, Resident Evil 1 and 2?
I'd be way too scared. No chance.
I mean, yeah, wherever you want to take it.
Okay, so I got to change the show just to make it more my speed. So in Black Mirrors, there's a VR episode where a dude puts on his VR goggles and his best friend's in there, and they hook up in VR. And it's like their thing. They go to the living room and they like clap cheeks when they're just on VR together. Just have a good time, If I could really switch things up, it would be a really hot like e-chick, nice e-girl. And at the end of the night, I have these VR goggles, just get right in there. It'll be a good time.
Wow.
Way to completely divert your answer from the question.
The best I can do.
The e-girl app is coming,
Smart House was a really good movie too. It's not based on video games, but it's technology.
Yeah, basically it's like basically.
It's a video game. Yeah, it was a video game.
It's definitely not.
Yeah. So okay, my favorite. So I guess like my favorite show that involved games. I feel like there's not a whole lot of like live action shows where like games like are the center point of it that are actually good. Like I don't think The Big Bang Theory is funny whatsoever. It's fucking torture. It's like nails on a fucking chalkboard to me. But I guess it's Stranger Things for me. It's like Stranger Things had the recurring D&D theme. Dungeons and Dragons was such a fucking center point of that show, and it was like, especially the first season where the kids are trying to like rationalize all of the crazy, weird, supernatural shit around them by comparing it to a Dungeons and Dragons monster. And using their characters as inspiration to like be brave and to like stand up to, the creatures that they were facing. That's far and away the best gaming analogy that I think I've seen in a show that I can remember. I think it helped to like kickstart another kind of wave of D&D popularity too, which is awesome to see. Like when Stranger Things season 1 first came out, I did a blog that was like, what exactly is a Demogorgon for people who don't know? Like here's how big and bad this thing is in Dungeons and Dragons, and here's why they compare it to the monster that they actually have to fight. And that helped to kick off a bunch more people who were curious about D&D and all that stuff is just really great. Because, it's an awesome game. I recommend everybody play it at least once. Whether you're a fan of, like, fantasy-themed things or not, it's pretty great.
Yeah. So, also, big shout-out to Dom for also diverting the answer away from the question. So...
Did I?
No, Dom had a phenomenal answer.
It was a show that the games are the center point of it. They play games.
Video games. He said video games. Listen to the callers, man.
Fuck you, Bob. How about that?
All right, well, they play NHL 95 in the movie Swingers with Vince Vaughn, and that's one of the best and funniest movie scenes of all time. So that's
let's team up on Dom.
That's my fucking runner-up.
You are wrong.
Let's team up on... You know what?
No, that's it. That's the other answer. Go look at the NHL 95 scene from Swingers. And
how long is the scene? How long does the scene take
It's like a minute long. It's two minutes and 57 seconds.
How long is the movie itself?
I don't know, an hour and a half.
That's
like one of the most famous scenes from the movie, though, is when they're playing NHL 95.
That's all right, if we're keeping it a band, then my answer was better than Dom's. Mine was about VR, which is a video game. The whole episode is based off it.
God.
Thank you. Oh man. The turntables. Dom, you frozen like that, or you just?
No,
I mean, we can all just agree. Code Lyoko.
The best video game movie though that I've seen in a very long time was the Warcraft movie.
Ooh,
the Warcraft movie was really good.
For some reason, it got fucking panned, and I thought it was really good. And this was before I ever played World of Warcraft.
Yeah, it was. I mean, the critics didn't like it because that type of stuff is just never gonna do well. Like with critics, but it was fucking great. I mean, I really was hoping that one of these days we would get a sequel because I thought the cast was fucking amazing. I thought the story was great. The spectacle was incredible. And just like seeing all these things on screen for the first time was just so fucking cool. And that's basically what it is for a lot of these like pop culture things where it's like, damn, I got to fucking see this shit like on the screen for the first time. It was like Detective Pikachu. Like seeing all of those characters on screen like brought to life was 80% of why you went to go see that movie. You didn't go see it because the plot was okay, but it was paper thin. It was really just to be like, oh fuck, there's a Bulbasaur, there's a Beedrill, there's a Mewtwo, like that type of stuff. But yeah, so I guess my favorite video game movie is the Warcraft movie. My favorite movie.
Back to the topic. Bring full circle, Chris. Now, what's your answer, you idiot?
Sonic.
Sonic was great. Sonic was really fucking good. Sonic was excellent. Sonic was that's a top 3 favorite video game movie ever for me instantly.
So I had you guys in the first half.
You definitely didn't see a Sonic, dude.
Who voices Sonic?
Jim Carrey.
What's the villain's name in Sonic?
Dr. Egghead. Is that really not it? Am I wrong? I just thought it was Eggman. I'm just fucking around. Thank you, Scott.
Fucking idiot.
Dr. Egghead, baby. Yo, Jim Carrey plays the fuck out of him, though. For real.
Fuck.
Why do we do this?
I don't know.
Why do we do this?
I don't.
Dr. Egghead.
That's like the fucking.
That is the funniest fucking thing that has ever.
That's the direct to video fucking Sonic fan film.
That's the DVD that they sell you in the barbershop when you're getting a haircut, and they go, "Oh, look at this! It's Dr. Egghead and the Blue Mouse."
I'm gonna keep it a band. I thought I was murdering those answers.
Oh fuck!
Oh my Lord in heaven! That is the funniest. That's it. I'm never gonna laugh at anything ever again because that was just wow.
Land the fucking train. I'm sick of this.
Let's land the train. Ooh. Yeah.
They're remaking it.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Look, man, I'm gonna watch. It doesn't matter. We've all agreed that it doesn't fucking matter because we're gonna watch it anyway.
That's true. Give me a Bright sequel, you cowards.
These fucking eyes, baby. See these?
Oh my god, it sounds like you're slapping a fucking twig.
Ripped, baby. Fucking ripped. Hit the gym once and then talk to me. Ripping paper.
I'm gonna go flick a line of dental floss and it'll sound the exact same. Bring.
Bring.
Chris, who do you want to shout out?
I have nothing. If you do want to shout out from me on the podcast, please leave us a 5-star review on iTunes. It really helps us within the ranking, gets us more downloads, and builds this nice community that we have going on. Unfortunately, I have nothing this week. If you want to leave us a comment on it, please feel free to do so. As long as it's 5 stars, I will read it out loud. As long as it doesn't get us TOS, it could be a roast, a compliment, something, question. As long as it's 5 stars and doesn't get us TOS, I will read it out loud. And that's all I have. And thank you for the beautiful WGG community. You guys are fucking great. And today was an awesome day for us. So appreciate you guys. And everyone that gifted subs today, you guys are way, way, way too generous. And I appreciate it immensely.
Big shout out to Thrive Fantasy, brand new sponsor, brand new friends of the program, brand new friends in real life as far as I'm concerned. Scott and Adam don't know that yet, but we're friends in real life. So big shout out to them. we're really, really excited to be partnering with them. And big shout out to anybody and everybody who's signed up already. Go to thrivefantasy.com or download the Thrive Fantasy app on the App Store or Google Play Store and use promo code WGG on sign up. This is really important. Promo code WGG, because then when you make your first deposit of $25 or more, you are going to get an immediate $25 bonus. So we are going to double your money for you. That is promo code WGG. And every time when you sign up and you make that deposit, you are immediately, we haven't even announced the lottery yet for this thing that we're giving away, but you are immediately going to get bonus entries into this lottery that we're doing with Thrive Fantasy for the coolest fucking prizes we've ever given away on this podcast yet. And I promise you guys are going to be stoked about it. If you guys aren't stoked about it, I will fucking eat this pop filter live on the fucking podcast. I swear to God.
Everyone say you're not pumped about it.
Oh my goodness. Give me a break. Thrive Fantasy, WGG. We're going to the fucking moon. Bundle up or bring your shorts. I don't know what the weather's like up there, but we're going to find out real soon. Bob, what do you got?
Hold on. Before you go to Bob, can you please check the sauce line texts? And while you do that, I was asked for a virtual fist bump for all the viewers. So we need bumps in the chat. Just write bump. Bumps in the chat. That sounds terrible, but bumps in the chat, please. Bumps. Let me see the bumps rolling.
Really in the Mix 360 bathroom right now.
Oh, you trying to go to the hub?
Does it exist anymore?
You're right.
Who the fuck knows?
You're right. All right, Bob, go.
Shout out to text.
No.
Oh, never mind. Good, Bob.
Shout out to JB. Love the WGG crew. Can't wait to play again. This is on the community Among Us video that's up at youtube.com/Wicked Gaming. You could check it out. You could check out the full Resident Evil 0 playthrough, all 11 episodes. We got to figure out what I'm going to do a playthrough of next to get up on YouTube. We'll figure it out. I also have to give a huge shout out to the absolute fucking clown, Big Wicked Good Gaming Suck It. I can't remember what the guy's name is, but he commented on one of our fucking episodes of the podcast on YouTube.
An absolute fucking clown.
Absolute fucking clown. He's got the nose, he's got the makeup, he's got the wig on, he's got everything. Clown shoes, stomping around, fucking talking about his Xbox Series X he can't pre-order yet because nobody knows if it's actually going to come or not. Shout out a big suck it to the clown who said next gen consoles are going to be more powerful than PCs. You're a fucking idiot. Big old fucking idiot. Get your shit together. I told you at the time, get your shit together, man. Just relax. I get it. You're fucking diehard Xbox, but it's okay. It's okay. You can just go get a PC, build a PC. You'll be okay.
This is this type of community engagement you can only get at Wicked Good Gaming.
Suck it.
Suck it, pussy.
Dude, I actually also, I don't know why I felt the need to respond to a Twitter egg in my mentions today, but this was yesterday. I said, I don't want a single trailer for The Mandalorian Season 2. Let us have the same sense of wonder, discovery, and surprise that the first season gave us. So let me read that back one more time. I don't want a single trailer for The Mandalorian Season 2, period.
I agree.
Correct. Let us have the same sense of wonder, discovery, and surprise that the first season gave us. So then, at Twitter Review, not Twitter Review because it's missing a T, Twitter Review responds to me, no avatar, says, the first season had a trailer. So nowhere in my first fucking tweet did I say, I want to have it just be like the first season and have no trailer. I fucking know that. So I took it upon myself to respond to this person with 43 followers and said, right, but that's not what I fucking said. The first Mandalorian trailer told us literally nothing about the plot and led to surprise after surprise after surprise, and that's what I want for Season 2 as well. So you're welcome for responding to you, Twitter egg, and I hope that all 33 followers of your Twitter review enjoy that. You're welcome for the exposure. Suck it. Put $10,000 of RGB lights into Dom's new PC. Done. Jess said that she'll donate $30 for somebody to use on Thrive if they donate subs right now. Wow. The gauntlet has been thrown. Okay, well, that's all we got, folks. Was that all we got? Is there any other engaged community members that we want to engage with? Chris, do you have anybody that you want to tell us again?
No.
All right, well, I guess... all positive vibes, all positive vibes.
That's right, yeah.
Except for that one idiot who said next-gen consoles are going to be more powerful than PCs. Suck it, idiot.
Fucking
suck it, pussy.
Dingleberry.
Hey, Wolf for 5 gifted.
Hey,
give that man.
From one side of the pond to the other, coast to coast. All right, cool. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to episode 196 of the world's greatest audio and video experience, Not Another Gaming Podcast. We are so appreciative to have you in our lives. If you want to leave us a voicemail to listen to live on the show, it's pretty fucking easy. You take out your cell phone, you ask your parents' permission before you go online, and you dial in 617-701-7678. If you don't have minutes, use your significant other's cell phone, and while you're there, steal their Amazon Prime and subscribe to us at twitch.tv/wickedgoodgaming because it's free and they're never going to know.
It's September. It's September.
It's
September.
September, baby. And you know what that means? Bob, tell them what it means.
Hey, you know what that means? Chris got the answer for you right now.
I believe it's 20 or 30% off subs for this month only of September.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you for answering.
Pussies.
Hey, Chris, you gotta pick it. You gotta pick the ball up at some point this episode. There you go.
You know what that means? Bob, tell them what it means. All right. But yeah, 617-701-7678. Big shout out to Thrive Fantasy. Go download the Thrive Fantasy app right now. Now an official sponsor and partner for Wicked Good Gaming and Not Another Gaming Podcast. We love them and we love you and we want to give you free money. And that's why if you use promo code WGG on sign up, that is WGG on sign up, 3 letters, easy to remember, 3 internet dads, 3 letters, WGG. You make a deposit of $25 or more, guess what? You're getting a free $25 right there. WGG, number 3 letters. Just WGG, promo code WGG, not the 3.
Yeah, just WGG.
WGG, $25. We give you $25. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. You get yourself some free money and bet on something this week. NFL is coming back. You got lots of esports competitions coming up. Thrive Fantasy, official partner and sponsor of Not Another Gaming Podcast, and we're looking forward so much to be working with them and to be working with you. And if you want to listen more and you're like, listen, how do I subscribe to this? What kind of websites do I go to? What do I do? Who am I? You can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, Amazon Music, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Overcast, Radio.com, iHeartRadio, and everywhere else that fine podcasts are available. And that's all we got for you, folks. It's episode 196. We got some awesome guests that are coming up in the next couple weeks as well. A lot to be excited about, a lot to cherish, and a lot to celebrate. And we hope that you all have a fantastic weekend. We love you so much. And as always, we'll see you next week.